Hello, this is my full review of the black leather case for the Apple iPhone 6 Plus. So, I've been using it for the past 2 weeks, and here are my impressions of the case. First, you have iPhone. It's made of genuine leather, genuine natural leather. It has kind of a felt, soft felt lining. And you have the cutout with an additional black plastic insert around the camera lens area. It covers the sleep-wake power button and the volume up and down button. You have a cutout for the mute and completely open on the bottom. Putting it onto your iPhone 6 Plus is as easy as this. I'm starting from the top. And then snapping it down on the bottom. So it is an absolutely perfect fit within the case, and you will not find a case that is slimmer as far as it not adding so much bulk to the phone. I do have another case which is a TPU case, which is similar in thickness, maybe adds a tiny bit more thickness to the sides, but it is pretty much the same, and I will be reviewing that right after this case, and that is an Insignia case. But anyway, I'll look around here. Completely open on the bottom. You see your speaker port, your lightning port, your headphone jack and microphone. That's completely exposed, which is also good when you use this for a dock, so that way it's not blocking anything if you're using it on some sort of dock. It adds a better grip in the hand because the aluminum can be a little bit more slippery in the hand, although I wouldn't consider it slippery per se, but this does lend a little bit more grippiness when holding it, and the very minuscule amount of additional thickness it adds also is nice, makes it nicer to grip. As you see, the iPhone 6 Plus camera protrudes, and with it in the case, it completely protects the rear-facing camera on a back impact. So this might be made. This is made out of sapphire glass. It might be scratch resistant, but it is not shatterproof. No glass is shatterproof. So it will give you good protection on a drop if it falls back. This case has a very, very minimalistic lay on the table design with this thin lip. It is the absolute bare minimum, so you could run into problems if you drop this phone directly down on anything other than a fairly level surface with no pebbles or things like that. That would like knock it as it hit the ground, which could shatter your glass. So pretty much any case could be an issue with that, but at least if you have a case that has a larger lip on it, at least you have a little bit more relief for at least small imperfections on the surface that you drop the device onto, although hopefully you won't be dropping it. So I like the feel. It is an absolutely perfect fit, adding the least amount of bulk that you can while adding protection to the case. It does wrap around the bottom here, so you will be okay if you drop it straight down. Let me show you. So if you're landing face down, it will give you some protection, but a minimal amount. Hopefully you land on the side. It'll be better off. And again, you do have a lay on the table design, but it is absolutely minimalistic. So, and given the very minimal amount of bulk this adds, This case will certainly not bounce. If you drop it, it'll kind of land like a rock, so you're not going to have any bouncing like a thicker case might be that gives padding or cushion. And so it'll add a little bit of a bounce in the event that you do drop it. So keep in mind this is for a bare minimum case. And now another negative here is you see the leather covers the sleep-wake. And my problem with it is that it's hard to feel. You can barely feel it when running on the edge. Sometimes I'll find myself looking for the button, so that's not really ideal. I would like maybe a better cutout, maybe if the button were raised a little bit in the leather, so that way I had a better feel, because it's easy to kind of, where is it? You really don't feel it all that well. And the same applies to the volume buttons on the side here, although I do feel like I can feel them maybe a wee bit better. Pressing the buttons through the leather case certainly does take a little bit more effort than without it, but it's absolutely minimal. It's really not bad at all. Hitting the keys versus pressing these buttons through a TPU case takes more effort. The cutout on the side for the mute is adequate. I don't find any trouble reaching it at all. It's not too deep, it's not too narrow, so I find that perfectly fine. Feels good in the hand. It slides in and out of my pocket very easily. Here I will show you quickly sliding this in my jeans pocket here. It's very nice, and it's right in there, no problem. And for those wondering about bending with the iPhone 6 or 6 Plus, don't worry, these things don't bend by virtue of it being in your pocket. It will only bend if you put deliberate force to deliberately bend these things. So don't you worry about that. I've used this in every situation. Motorcycle riding, dancing, driving, stretching. This device is laser straight, no problems. You will not bend this by accident, just by it being in your front pocket, so don't worry. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the video. Please like and subscribe.